With great honor, I would like to introduce the inventor of Revita device and co-founder of Bospa Health Group, Dr. Lee Erin Collini, a world-renowned doctor for her outstanding achievement in the medical field. She has been in private practice for almost 20 years and has been invited to different medical organizations as a keynote speaker to discuss different topics in medicine. Dr. Collini, as a practicing medical doctor, your days are packed with patients referred to you from all over the world. Can you please tell us how you manage to have time to design and invent Revita?
Over the years of my practice, I've encountered many so-called complicated cases, which started from one symptom or even no specific symptom at all. However, patients felt fatigue, loss of energy, sharp or dull pains in certain parts of their bodies. This is usually the early stage of some disease. Unfortunately, before the disease gets fully developed, it's hard to diagnose it on the early stage. In other words, you know something is coming to threaten your health, but you cannot detect which part or parts of your body will be attacked until the problem becomes obvious and irreversible. As we all know, human bodies are so delicate. Some factors must have altered the normal mechanisms of our body. A lot of patients that are referred to me have gone through a lot of diagnostic tests with no results and no real answers. As I usually spend a lot of time talking with my patients during their initial visit, it's not surprising to find out that they have gone through some kind of changes or stress in their life. No matter how hard I try to accommodate patients to my busy schedule, I know my patients always had to wait for a long while before I could take care of them. As I've always discussed these situations with my colleagues, if only we can improve the overall body condition by taking out the disease-causing factors that affect our body, we can all experience an overall better health condition. I started to form a team with the goal of trying to research, develop, invent, and design a product which can release toxins and disease-causing factors in the human body and help to balance our body's functions. Therefore, more people can benefit from my invention. After several years of comprehensive research, Revita is successfully designed to achieve our goal.
Thank you so much, Dr. Collini. Could you please briefly explain how Revita works?
Well, the body's healing processes has two fundamental steps. Step one is tissue debridement and elimination of all the toxic materials. And step two, the body's tissue repair and regenerative process starts up after the completion of step one. If step one, debridement and toxin elimination, is slowed down or does not happen at all, the tissue repair and regenerative process is impaired. Using the water as a media, Revita releases alternating positive and negative electrons together with an electromagnetic wave to our body, which immediately creates an electromagnetic field. By non-invasively stimulates the cellular vibratory circuits, electromagnetic waves can recondition and rebalance vibration frequencies of biological molecules to modify cellular activities and eliminate debridement and toxic waste. In other words, Revita can repair, rejuvenate those damaged cells to their healthy stage. When our circulatory system is on the normal condition, our body can absorb nutrients and eliminate waste and toxins. Therefore, ailments will eventually disappear.
As I spent some time in the lab, I observed that throughout the Revita treatment process, the water miraculously changed from clear to all kinds of different shades of dark color with a very strong smelling odor. What is in the water, and what do the different color shades represent?
The color in the water comes from all kinds of waste and toxins. which have been deposited in the body over years. However, everyone's physical condition is different. The toxins released from different organs will show different colors. For example, yellow-green delineates a problem from the kidney, the bladder, the urinary tract, the female area, or the prostate area. If the color is orange, that would indicate a disease process in the joints. If the color is brown, it indicates a problem in the liver, or tobacco, or cellular debris. If the color is black, it would indicate that there's a problem in your liver or gallbladder. If it's dark green, there would be probably some problems with your gallbladder. If it were white foam, it would indicate mucus from the lymph tissues. If it was white cheese-like particles, it would indicate a yeast invasion. If there were black flecks, that would indicate heavy metals. If it were red, that would be blood clot material. If it were blue-green, it would be from the erosion of the metal. We have a 9-year-old boy who has done the machine for 30 minutes, and his water is relatively clear, which would make sense because life is an accumulation of toxins, and because of his age, he's only 9, he hasn't lived long enough to accumulate as many toxins. Now, if you take this lady here, who is approximately 50 years old, maybe a little bit older, and you can tell from the color, indicating the color of her water, well, she's got cheesy, mucousy material, and she also, the color is kind of a red-orange color, which would indicate liver and liver toxicity, and maybe even a little heavy metal toxicity too. Heavy metal is usually a dark black, but if you look at the water very closely, you will see that it's got the foamy, cheesy material on the top, and the rusty, kind of reddish-orange color, which is primarily liver, and even some black color, which would indicate heavy metal toxicity. Then if you take this gentleman at the end, his color is distinctly different than the other 2 patients. It's primarily green and black. Green is gallbladder and black is heavy metal, or toxins, elimination of toxins, oils and gasolines. So he doesn't have the reddish appearance that the lady in the second chair. So you can tell that every patient will have different medical conditions, and the colors will all reveal the internal dysfunctions that are taking place in their body.
I saw that your assistant tested patients with the machine before the Revita session. What does that machine do, and what are you trying to achieve?
There's so many ways to measure the effectiveness of the Revita session. What you have seen is electroacupuncture by Voll. The abbreviation is EAV. And this is a testing machine designed by a German medical doctor and engineer, Dr. Reinhard Voll. EAV is widely used through Europe by over 25,000 medical practitioners. It offers a quick, easy method for determining health imbalances and provides detailed overall health conditions. We use this machine to measure the patient's health condition before and after treatment. As you can see from this diagram, when we measured the electroacupuncture points for the different organ systems, you can detect the abnormality in different organs by looking at this diagram. And as you can look at the diagram, this is a kidney here, and these are 2 different kidneys. This one indicates that it's okay, but there looks like there's some disease processes taking place in the other kidney. And this was before the foot detoxification. And after the foot detoxification, 30 minutes later, we again measured the electroacupuncture points on the different body parts and found that the kidneys resumed to a normal functioning state. In a different diagram, we have the assessment prior to the Revita process In the blue, you have blue, pink, and green. You obviously want to be closer to the green color. That's a more normal functioning state. But prior to the Revita process, this patient, her points were blue. They were sticking out, as you can see, like this. And then after the Revita processes, they all started to go closer to the green, more healing, live, functioning process.
Overall, what types of conditions will the Revita help and assist the body in the healing itself?
Any condition that would slow or stop the lymphatic flow or would intoxicate it, such as prescription drugs, poor eating habits, and inactiveness. It happens to many of us, so everyone can benefit from the Revita process. My personal experience has seen improvements in the following conditions: accidents and injury recovery, ADD or ADHD, allergies, arthritis, autism, burnout, chronic stress, cold hands and feet, fatigue, headaches, heavy metal toxicity, hypoglycemia, low energy levels, pain, reversing the aging process, soreness, stiffness, tightness, swollen joints and tissue, tension, and weight management without dieting. I have a patient with a swollen elbow who suffered from gout for quite some time, and after the 30-minute session, the swollen area was actually gone. And another patient sprained her ankle, and with Revita's treatment, she was able to walk and the pain was gone.
As you just mentioned, everyone can benefit from the Revita process, even if we don't have any obvious symptoms or discomforts. We could all use Revita as a health maintenance program to keep our body young and healthy, as we are inevitably exposing ourselves to the most toxic environment in the history of our planet. Toxic materials are dumped upon us through our air supply, water supply, food supply, and food chain into our bodies. I can hardly wait to try Revita and experience the benefit myself. Thank you so much, Dr. Clini.